Hi, this is Mark, and I am here at my gym in the yoga room, and I am just finished a practice, and I'm going to do the reading from The Golden Present, Daily Inspirational Readings by Swami Satchidananda, and it's a new month. It's March. It's like a nice picture starting off the new month. The sun's coming up from over the mountain, or over the clouds, I guess. And the heading for March 1st is Nothing Brings You Joy. To enjoy life to the fullest, stop wanting anything. If something comes, let it come. If it goes, let it go. Just be contented with what you have. Even if something goes from what you have, it doesn't matter. Accept it. You should feel, God gives me everything that I need, and God takes away everything I don't need. Then you will always enjoy what you have or what you lose. Yes, enjoy the coming, enjoy the going. Enjoy the profit, enjoy the loss. The only way to enjoy is to just be what you are. You're not going to enjoy by getting things. If you are going to enjoy by getting things, you are going to be depressed by losing things. True joy doesn't come from anywhere. Nothing brings you joy. No person brings you joy. You yourself are joyful always, so enjoy that. That's what you call enjoyment. Depend on nothing, because nothing from outside can make you joyful. Swami Satchidananda is speaking about the inner joy, the inner light, the inner happiness that is ever present. And so I know when I've heard this before in similar messages like this, I'll think, then what is all this stuff on the outside for? You know, there's so many things in the world that do feel like they bring me joy because I connect with it. With my eyes, with my heart. But then I learned that's the point, is that my heart is connecting with that thing that I'm seeing, and my eyes are seeing that as joyful because my heart understands it. My heart recognizes those things that are representations of my inner essence, my inner being. And so when I hear that, it's just a reminder to me about where that joy truly comes from, rather than denying that there are a lot of things out in the world that are joyful and wonderful and light-filled, friends, loved ones, family members, that maybe surprise you and they bring you a gift, or, something happens and it's like this unexpected experience that brings a smile to your face. It's not to negate those. It's to help remind us that those outside things are temporary. They're always changing. They're always coming and going. But the thing that doesn't ever change is what's within us, that which is within us. And to be reminded that that joy, that light, that happiness is in there is something I know has been helpful for me through the years. And I've heard analogies about, life experience just tends to wrap cloth or bandages around that light and that joy, or puts up curtains and screens and walls and, borders and fortresses and force shields and all that kind of stuff, because we're protecting that very, very sacred part of us that once knew it was okay to fully express that feeling. It was okay to live that way at all times, and then at some point, some life experience happened that said, actually, it's not okay. You need to protect yourself because life can be complicated in that way. And it's a protective mechanism to do that. And again, that there's nothing that's wrong with doing that. It's actually a wise part of ourselves. But then it's important that a journey helps us learn how to uncoil, unwind, surrender, let go, soften when the time is right, when we're around people who allow us to shine, who recognize our light, our joy, our happiness, that true essence within us. But if you're around people who don't recognize that, then it's a challenge to continue letting that shine forward, and sometimes that can be useful. If you can stand in that with conviction, that there's something I read a couple days ago where it was like, by your thought alone, that can ripple out powerful energy. So I think there's something to that, but if it's a circumstance where it's better to protect yourself, then I think I feel like that's okay to do. It's just not to forget that what is within you. Something else I read. Just that we are given everything we need. Everything is given to us, everything is taken away from us. And when I take time to really think about that, it helps me appreciate all the things that have happened in my past. It helps me reflect a little bit on things and find some gratitude for that coming and going, that giving and losing even. And I've lost my wallet a few times, I've lost my keys a few times. And sometimes I feel like it's pressing me to lose my mind when I lose things. And I've joked with myself and some of my friends that I say, and I've lost my phone a number of times. Some of you know this about me. And I'll joke and just say, I think I'm not supposed to have anything. I think I'm supposed to let go of all these material things and just wander. Sometimes I think it really more than that. I think it's just offering these lessons around attachment. And one of the sutras in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali talks about, how can we find peace? How can we come into this place of, this yogic perspective? And it's to have something that we can practice for a long time without break and all earnestness. And it's also working on our attachments, to work on being non-attached. Because we do tend to be clinging, we tend to cling to so many things. Results, being right, having things happen our way, wanting the world to follow the way that we think, or even just our spouse or our loved one to follow the way that we think. So all this stuff, because if we let go, what might happen? We're afraid of that because there's lots of reasons why that each of us has to sort out. But I know for myself, when I've been able to let go and I've been able to see where I was wrong, I was able to recognize I'm not the one in control. I was able to recognize there's other people's opinions and beliefs, purposes, missions that are valid. And I have learned that my practice is to honor those, just as I would wish for someone to honor mine. And then what will happen if we're able to do that? So just a reminder for today, even when things have happened that have hurt us, that have felt like they've hurt us from the outside world, that there is that light within us that is always there. It never goes away. It does not go out. It just might feel like it's gotten covered up a little bit, clouded over, shades pulled for a little bit. It's possible for that to get pulled away at the right time. All right, and that's why I practice yoga. Getting on the mat, just tight muscles can feel like that sometimes. And then after I've stretched and I've lengthened and I've felt that uplifting energy, then there it is. There's my muscles, my body feel more open, more relaxed. And that to me is a parallel to how the mind can also be. The mind can be tensed and, clenched up in the head, and then we can do things to change our perspective, and then everything's different. So that's my sharing for today. I hope that was useful for you. Thanks for watching these, and I'll see you tomorrow.